What's going on, everyone? I'm back here with another iOS 7 video for you guys today. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my full review of iOS 7 Beta 5, which was just released earlier this morning. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing that has changed are the icons in the settings application have been completely redesigned. So let me go ahead and give you guys a screenshot of what that looks like in Beta 4. So here are the icons in Beta 4 and previous beta builds of iOS 7. So now let's go ahead and jump into the settings app and see what they look like in Beta 5. So here you go. You can see the icons have been completely redesigned and now have a squared off edge to them, basically to match the look of the icons on the home screen. So that's pretty cool. It's a small change, but it's definitely noticeable for those that have been using the beta versions in the previous beta builds. Alright, moving on. Is a new system-wide Twitter icon. So let's go ahead and go back into the Photos app here and hit share on this photo. Next. Alright, as you can see here, the Twitter icon has a white background instead of a blue background now. And I actually prefer the blue background instead of the white because you can see here the white blends into the white background of the menu. So basically all you're seeing is the actual Twitter bird icon. But I previously liked the one in the Beta 4. But hopefully that'll be back in the final version of the software. So, moving on. Next is a new banner notification pull-down animation. So, let's go ahead and send myself an iMessage here. As you can see here, it drops down like usual, but now you have this new grab handle. So you can go ahead and grab it, like so, and then immediately pull down the notification center. So, it's really interesting to see this here. It's kind of cool, and just gives the software some uniqueness to it. So I'm going to do it one more time, just to show you guys it once more. There you go. You can pull down, and then there you go. And actually, you can also use that grabbing handle to dismiss the notification. So if I send myself one more here, so you can grab the little handle, swipe up, and you can immediately dismiss the notification right then and there. So really cool. That's a very nice new feature that Apple has added, and will be used by myself actually quite a lot. So it's pretty cool. Moving on, there's now an option to disable Control Center within apps. So let's go ahead and go into Settings, Control Center. So as you can see here, there's a new toggle switch to turn on or off access within applications. So if you have this turned off, you will not be able to access Control Center within an application, which means you'll only be able to access it either on the lock screen or the home screen. Or if you turn the lock screen one off, you'd only be able to access it on the home screen. So, gives you some more customization there and more preference options, which is nice. Next is a redesigned power off slider when powering off the device. So let's go ahead and turn off, or not turn off, but bring up the screen. So you can see here we have a new look to the power off slider. And you also get a cool animation of the background when you're about to turn it off. So if I go to slide, you can see the entire home screen kind of fades away, as well as the slide to power off text slides along with your finger, like so. So it's pretty cool. Next is a redesigned in-call buttons. So if you're in the middle of either a phone call or a FaceTime call, the buttons for answering and declining that particular call have been redesigned. So I have taken a screenshot of that, and it is right here. So as you can see, the buttons are completely different than they were in Beta 4. They're much more squared off and rectangular, so you can see. Pretty cool. But once again, it's a slight change, nothing too big, but it is definitely noticeable if you have been using the previous beta versions. Let me go ahead and close out some of the applications so the phone doesn't get kind of slow and laggy. There we go. Alright, next is a new install screen when either updating or turning on the device or restoring the device. I'm not going to be able to show this, but if you have a black iPhone or iPod Touch or iPad, the boot up screen with the Apple logo on it will be black according to the black device, and you'll have a white Apple logo. But if you have a white device, the screen will be white, and then you'll have a black Apple logo in the middle, instead of the black background with a white Apple logo. So, pretty cool. Gives it, once again, some more uniqueness to your particular device. So if you have a black one, the screen will be black. If you have white, the screen will be white. So it's pretty cool. And then we have just some improved animation of the entire operating system. I don't have to go into too much detail here. Just the animation when opening, closing applications and everything has been improved and is slightly smoother and is much more fluent, which is always nice. This is another one that I don't need to go into too deep of a detail, and that is there is slight tweaks to the blur and transparency across the entire operating system. So all the transparency and fluency and everything that you get throughout the operating system has been tweaked a little bit to give it a slightly different look and just make it look overall better. So that's nice. Okay, next, there is now an on-off switch for labels under the settings application. So let's go ahead and jump in there real quick. And it will be under general and accessibility. So let's go into that. And you can see here, let's see if I can find it. I'm not sure where it is. That's kind of odd. Oh well. Maybe it might not be on the iPhone 4 because I actually have not looked at this particular feature just yet, and it's not looking like it is on the iPhone 4. But for those of you that actually scratch that, sorry about that. The label is right there. I overlooked it, but it is right here, the on/off label, so you can turn that on and off. So turn it on, turn it off. There you go, and you can turn off on and off the labels. So really nice, a little option there. I'm not sure if I'll ever use that, but for those of you that will, it's there if you need it. So, pretty cool. Next is a tweaked options in the camera app. Basically, the overall camera app hasn't really changed. Just it feels a lot more smooth when using it. So let's go ahead and jump in there real quick. And first thing you'll notice is the focusing icon will be orange, as you can see there. Instead of the whitish blue color it was previously, it now has an orangish yellow color to it to match the text on the currently highlighted item, which is pretty cool. So then I can go into video mode, and then it'll have that cool little orange focusing square there. It also correlates to the tapping to focus as well, so the tap to focus icons will also be orange. So that's pretty interesting, but just another slight modification there. Next is you can now use either the up and down volume buttons to take a photo. Previously in Beta 4, you were only able to use the volume up button, but now you can have the option of either doing the up volume or the down volume buttons, depending on your preference. Next is improved camera access from the lock screen. This is a very, very minor change, but basically they made it slightly easier and slightly more smooth to access the camera from the lock screen. So slide up and it's just quick and easy, and it's just much more of a smooth experience when trying to get to the camera from the lock screen in a quick fashion. So that's always good that they're making that everything smoother. Next is, this one's actually kind of an interesting one. The unlock sound is no longer present, so if I put sound back on, you can hear when I lock the device, you'll hear the clicking sound. There you go. But if I go to unlock the device, you no longer get the unlock sound. as you can see there, it was quiet and made no sound at all. So that's actually interesting. I'm not sure why Apple has done that. I actually kind of like to have the unlock sound because it just made it cool and gave it some extra sounds. But that's just another one of those things that they might be tweaking and messing around with, and it might come back in another beta build or the final release of the software. So we'll just have to wait and see there. Next is message conversations now only show the first name of your contact. Previously, it would show only the first letter of the name of your contact, which was kind of annoying in my opinion, but now they show the full first name of your contact that you are in a conversation with, which is nice. And then also, you can tweak that setting under the settings application, so that's good. Next is phones that have a longer carrier name up in the top left corner there. For those of you that do have a longer carrier name, the carrier will scroll from left to right, so you can see the entire name without it being cut off halfway, which is nice. Next is the App Store now shows the plus icon for universal apps. Basically meaning it'll show which apps are supported on both the iPhone and the iPad. But in Beta 4, the App Store was not showing the plus icons next to the install or purchase button. So it is nice to have that back now. So it's all good there. Next is a new month indicator inside of the calendar app. I can't particularly show you on the iPhone 4, unfortunately, but in the calendar application, when scrolling fast through the month view, you can now get a month indicator, which basically just shows you which month that you're scrolling through at the particular time that you were doing it, which is interesting. I haven't got to try it out, like I said, because I can't do it on the iPhone 4, which is a bummer, but oh well. Next is you can now download additional dictionaries. So if you were to select a word, so let me go ahead and go into the Notes application and type a word. Let's go ahead and new. Let's type a random word and say how. Alright, now if you were to highlight it, select it, and then if you want to define, you can do that. And then if you go down here and hit the Manage button, you can hit Manage. It'll bring up this, and then you can download several different dictionaries for several different languages, which is really, really cool in my opinion. So this one, there's a new English dictionary it's called the Oxford American Dictionary. So if you want to download that, excuse me, via iCloud, you can go ahead and hit the iCloud option there, and it'll start to download that particular dictionary to your device, which is really, really cool actually. You can get more words onto your device that may not have previously been there. So that's pretty cool. Next, and lastly, is inside of the Mail app, which I'm not going to do because it will show personal info and my email address, which I do not want to do. But inside of the Mail application, when selecting emails, the trash and mark as labels have been flipped, so they are flipped around into different positions than they were in previous beta builds, such as Beta 4. So, yes, thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much it of my iOS 7 Beta 5 full review. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure, let me go ahead and, there you go. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right down there. And also, thumbs up the video. I always appreciate that. And if you guys have any questions or comments or suggestions or anything like that, be sure to post a comment below in the comment section down there. And, yeah. So, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, peace out till next time.